Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori. If you're new here, long time no see. I have been busy in this postpartum season, just loving on all the sweet newborn snuggles and trying to get accustomed to life with 4 kids. And you know, it's been a learning experience to say the least, but we are just so overjoyed to have our sweet baby Earthside, and I'm excited to be popping back into making videos again. So today I am going to be making an oxymel with you. I've had questions about my medicinal and herbal healing journey, and I've been found I grow a lot of what I consume in the garden, but oftentimes I do source from other areas. Hi. So I wanted to start sharing about that more on this channel, because when I think about preparedness, I selfishly think of preparedness internally, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of external factors when it comes to being prepared, and when it came to it before being a mother, it was a lot of gear and whatnot, and what can you do to be prepared in that scenario. But if you don't have your mental and physical health in check, that is not going to help you in a preparedness situation. So lately, over the past couple of years, I've been focusing on wellness, and that really took a lot out of me, trying to leave that medical system and move into a more natural herbal healing journey. So I decided years ago that I was going to study up and go to an herbal school. I went to the Herbal Academy. That's online, but there are so many ones out there, and I've learned so much from that. I always promised myself that I would never share this information because it was my learning experience, but I've had so many questions about it, and I think it's so attainable. A lot of people are fearful of herbal medicine because we've been conditioned to believe that it can be harmful, and in a sense, sometimes it can be if you don't know exactly what plants you're dealing with, or some ailments that you may have that may counteract those plants, if that makes sense. So I do share these items with hesitancy, but the plants that I share are readily available and very, very low on the harm scale. So before we get into that, I'm going to unbox a product that was sent to me. I don't know if you remember, about a month ago, I had a security camera company reach out, and they sent it's kind of like a trail cam, but I put it in my garden, and I was trying to hunt down whatever was bothering my chickens and my turkey and my ducks, and what was bothering the garden at night, and turned out to be a groundhog. So they sent over another camera, and this one is solar powered. So I was super excited. They are so kind, and I will leave all of what you need in the links below. So watching this content is great if you can, but never feel pressured to purchase something like this. I try and keep it within our niche. I try and do something budget friendly. I try and do something related to preparedness, but a lot of what I share can be useful to the average person. So with that being said, this is the solar panel that will connect to it. I love having those. Anything that goes off of solar, you know, I'm excited for. Solar farms, however, I don't really love those, but I do like having something that will function with the good old sun. So this is just all the hardware that goes around with it. I'll see if I can get an after shot of it set up in the yard, but like I was saying before, I think for these product reviews, just to keep it simple and to have just an easy access for all of you, I will just be doing unboxings and, you know, my first impressions, if that's okay with every single one of you. That way you can see what it is and how it works, and then you can make your judgments from there. So you just, you know, put that in, you put the actual camera into here. This has some weight to it, so I am pretty excited. I'll read about the specs in a second here. Very nice. So it's like a trail cam, essentially, but it hooks up to solar. So it is going to go just like that. Put these babies up, and you can put it just about anywhere in your house. You know, it would be great for home security, adhering it to your house, which is what they advertise, but you know where this is going. It's going to my chickens. I want to spy on them and see what they're doing in there. You know how it is with me, but you could also put it in your garden. We have some land out back here, so it would be nice to see that. I do want to look at some of the specs though. So it's an 3G, 4G, LET camera, dual lens camera. So this camera only supports our SIM card that has been built into the inside of the camera, and it's not visible. So you can't go and put your own SIM card into it, but it does hook up to your phone with the app that I was talking about last video, and I will link that. But it has two-way audio, PIR detection, color night vision, which is awesome. It's weatherproof, and then is charged by the solar panel. And it has the TF card storage, and it has cloud storage via the 4G. So that's pretty awesome. You can also connect this via Bluetooth, which is nice. I'm excited to try this. I've never really been a fan of cameras until this company reached out, and then I realized how truly useful they are. We had trail cams at the last property. So yeah, I will link everything in the description below, but I'm excited. I will have my husband set this up. That's his jam, not mine. Maybe we'll put it into a tree or maybe off of the deck, but it will be interesting to see what we can find on camera. Thank you for sticking around for that little spiel. We are going to get into today's video, and it's all about our immune system. I am prepping for a winter of, a winter of uncertainty, we shall say. You never know if we're just going to live it up or get really sick. I am not a germaphobe. I like to keep things clean. I like to be proactive, but the reality is we still get sick even on this wellness journey. So if anything, I am really stacking up on items that will support our immune health. So whatever sickness catches up to us isn't as intense as a regular sickness would be. So today we are making an oxymel just because this is geared towards my children, but I can take it too. I could also make an elixir, or I could make a tincture. So you all know what a tincture is. I've told you that before. The medium for extraction, you're extracting the medicinal properties of the plant with a medium. So with a tincture, that medium is going to be alcohol. I can use whatever I like with this, but I like vodka. And I use 100 proof because you need something potent. Anything over that's really just going to fry out the medicinal properties. So I suggest maybe sticking with that 100 proof, but you do you. And then today we're making an oxymel. So that has no alcohol at all. That's going to be just infused into apple cider vinegar, and then you can add honey after the extraction process. And then there's also elixirs. So elixirs is just, I feel like a sweetened version of a tincture. So you're sweetening that alcohol medium based tincture with maple syrup or honey. I enjoy honey just because it's readily available and it's cheaper for me, but you can use either or. A lot of people have asked about cane sugar. I've never tried that. I've read it in books before, but it's not something that is a go-to in the herbal community. So you could do whatever you want with that. But today we're going to stick with an oxymel, and then in the future I'm going to try and do different videos where we do it all. So in this oxymel, we have apple cider vinegar as the extraction medium, but I'm going to be adding some thyme and some oregano. Typically, I would also add garlic to this, but I don't have any fresh garlic in my arsenal just because we didn't grow any this year. We didn't get to the property in time. So like I was saying, an oxymel is super easy. It does have a lower shelf life, but I am just going to use it for this winter because it's something new to our immune health. So I'm going to take you in my kitchen and we are going to get this going. The kids are busy outside and the babies are sleeping. So I, again, am going to try and be quiet doing this, but I'm going to be using fresh plant matter. You could use dry or you could use a mixture of both. I prefer fresh with this. And again, I'm using thyme and oregano. A lot of people ask about varieties. The standard variety of each is just fine, but don't be hesitant. I see so many people out in the herbal community saying it has to be this specific color, it has to be this specific variety. And I have found that that's not necessarily true all the time. It really depends on the plant that you're doing. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I like to keep these plants pretty standard and not complicated. I'm not going out there and messing with nightshades. I probably will never share that type of knowledge on the channel. I'm basically preparing herbal medicine with herbs that are readily available to you if you're not gardening them. So let's head into my kitchen. Thank you for sticking around for that big long intro. I have my thyme and oregano. I just got these potted plants from the grocery store, but you can grow them in your garden. The great thing about herbs is you can kind of just give it a haircut and then plant it back into your garden, and it will continue to grow for you. So that is the plan. I have apple cider vinegar. You want to try and get something with the mother in, but if not, you're going to be okay. And then I have honey on the side. I don't have enough honey to put the honey into this mixture today. So when I get my honey stock, which I usually get them in big jars, I think it costs about $60 to $80 depending where I get it. I get it from the local Mennonite grocery store, but it's local honey. And that's really, again, what you're going for. But if you're just starting out, it's okay to just get store-bought honey as well. So what the goal is to pack up this jar as best as you can, get it as full as possible, and then you're going to cover it with that apple cider vinegar, and you're going to let it sit for, however long that you want. I try and do 2 weeks at the max, but 6 weeks is a great time frame for you. So the reasons why I picked oregano and thyme, there's respiratory support there, and they are both known for their ability to help with coughs, colds, respiratory issues, specifically bronchitis. This is what I'm going for when it comes to my respiratory support. And it also gives you an immune boost, and it helps with the body's natural defenses, specifically with honey. It also gives a soothing action, so you could add this to hot water or a hot chamomile tea, which is what I like to do. And then we have a sweet little tea party. Often I get asked how I get my kids to drink and eat these items. They're not taking large drops or large cups full of these herbal medicinals. They are taking little drops into fancy drinks is what we call them. And I try and make it an experience. At first, I tried to act like nothing was happening, and I tried to just make it part of our routine. But most of my kids are very curious. We encourage them to ask questions, and they wanted to know what was going on, what the taste was in their mouth. So we made it into something fun, and I explained that this will help them with their immunity, which is very important to us. So I'm going to cover this up with some parchment paper, but you can use wax. You want to do that because vinegar is going to corrode that mason jar, and you don't want any rust into your tincture. That would not be good. So I ended up going back and not doubling this up. I just cut one single panel, and then you're going to store it in a cool, dark area. Alrighty friends, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this was educational, and I'm hoping this gave you some insight on how to prepare your immune health for winter. It does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be threatening. Herbal medicine is there for you. It is made for you. So if you want to dive into something easy, I suggest looking into one of the oxymels or elixirs, and then check back in my medicinal healing playlist. I have that all set up for you, and you can check out all of the tinctures that I have on my apothecary shelf. Don't forget to check out that cool solar security camera. It could be used for so many different things, and it can help you on your preparedness journey as well. So if you're new here, I would love it again if you hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, y'all.